There's a monster outside.
It's a megalodon.
He's kidding, right?
Who wants to see a movie that sounds like it was named by a toddler? That's right, it's The Meg. I'd love to be sitting in that boardroom as we go around with all the 40-year-old white men in their suits going, okay guys, we've got this action shark movie. What do we call it? And I'm sure somebody stuck their hand up and went, do we just go simple? Call it the Megalodon? You know, it's got a Megalodon in it. And somebody in the back went, that's too hard. The people won't know what it is. They won't be able to pronounce it. So somebody just said, let's just call it the Meg, and for some reason that went through. Because all I can think of is Meg fucking Griffin whenever I hear it. Yeah, basic plot summary. Big shark eat people. People get mad. People try kill shark. As does anything. I will give this movie points. You know what? I'm gonna give it points because not a single point in the movie did anybody say we're gonna need a bigger something. I was expecting it. I was ready for it. I thought it was coming. Didn't come. So that's good. Getting a bit more in depth. Apparently, the bottom of the Marina Trench is not the actual bottom of the sea as we believed it would to be. It's like a layer of... I should probably Google that. So it's a cloud of hydrogen sulfide forming a thermocline. Essentially, it's not the actual floor. We just can't see the floor. So, being the smart humans we are, we just sent a submersible with 3 people in it down into the depths of the unknown to see what's there. I hate people. Well, their submersible is damaged. We lose contact with them, and we essentially have to go rescue them. Come in, Jason Statham, who miraculously did not drive a single car in this movie. It was weird. I don't know how I feel. I feel uncomfortable. Now guys, before I go into any actual opinions of the movie or anything like that, let's just remember that this is a low bar movie. I did not walk into this movie expecting to watch Inception or Interstellar or anything like that. I knew what I was getting, so I'm rating it off of that. So take everything I say, positive or negative, with a bit of grain of salt. I personally actually liked the cast quite a bit. Like, I thought there was a bit of diversity. It wasn't too stereotypical, even though it was a little bit predictable. You know, there was a little kid. There was a token little kid. I liked the little kid, you know. It wasn't annoying. Didn't constantly need to be saved. Wasn't too bad. So I'll give it an okay for cast, and you know, the acting was okay too. But you know, it was a relatively big budget movie with Jason Statham in it, but I didn't really recognize anybody else, so that's where all the budget went. Oh no, there's that one guy from Fear the Walking Dead. So I'm gonna go through some issues with the movie, and to do that I do need to spoil the ending. So I'm gonna put a bit of a spoiler alert on here. So you know, if you do want to watch the movie and you don't want to hear the spoilers, just mute the video now or whatever. The people go through this layer of sulfide and essentially allow the shark to escape. So big bad shark comes, somehow follows us back to our giant research center and immediately starts to attack us. We then, being the genius scientists that we apparently are, take a small boat after it, after hearing some distress signals from other boats. So after hearing the giant shark eat a bunch of boats, we take a boat to find the giant shark. And then we get there, and we realize, you know what, we're gonna put a tracking device on. You know, that's logical answer to it. Tracking device will help. So we put a single man in the water to go and shoot the shark with a tracking dart. A. Giant shark, I figure, is going to be a lot faster than human, but somehow we managed to do it. B. It went wrong. Obviously, it always goes wrong. But B. And this was like a running issue with the movie, was our escape plan was a rope to pull him in. And then as we go to use the escape plan, we realize that the vibrations in the water are going to attract the shark. So essentially we sent him in there with no plan, which again, running theme throughout the movie. We sent a 3-man vessel into the depths of the unknown without any, you know, protection We then proceeded to put a single guy in the water to go after a shark without any way to get him out. So after putting a single man into the water and barely escaping death, they then regroup and decide to put a single woman in the water. Fair enough, she was in a shark cage, but the shark cage turned out to be small enough for the shark to swallow it whole. I feel like that's something they could have seen, you know, going into this, considering they watched the thing like bite their underwater facility. They knew how big its jaws were. So that's just hunky-dory. Narrowly managed to escape death again, and they poison the shark. So the shark dies. The main character almost dies in the process. They somehow, honestly, I have no idea how, they got the fucking Megalodon onto the ship. The Megalodon was like the size of the ship. But we don't see that bit. That bit just happened in the background. And while they have the giant fucking shark on the ship, they decide, oh, you know what, let's celebrate, let's play some practical jokes, let's push people in the water. And you know what happened? Another fucking shark showed up and ate him. And then proceeded to take the original Megalodon as an afternoon snack. So, apparently, there's two of them.
There's always a bigger fish.
It bothers me when it's just a little too convenient. Like, it's kind of boring. Like, they made a point to say that there was only a limited time that shark could have followed the sub out of that layer of hydrogen sulfide, and somehow two managed to get through. And the bigger one didn't eat the smaller one on the way out when they must have seen each other coming through. It must have happened relatively quickly. So yeah, the bigger shark waited for the smaller shark to be dead, poisoned, and then strung up on a boat. And on top of that, they like pumped that smaller shark full of poison, and it like killed it, like that. So even if the other shark's bigger, they essentially like poisoned it with another shark. In the end, Jason Statham decides to be Bruce Willis for Armageddon and sacrifice himself to kill the shark. He manages to slice the shark open with a broken like submarine vessel, and then gets out of said broken submarine vessel, stabs the shark in the side of the head, and then stabs it in the eye with like a spear type thing, which kills the shark. And then becomes king of the sharks as all the other sharks come to eat the giant shark. It wasn't a bad movie, it's just it felt like every character was like almost well written and it worked, and then they just went, oh, you know what, let's take 50 IQ points off everyone. Like, these are smart scientists doing really dumb things and just not thinking it through, and that really pissed me off. It wasn't a good movie, it wasn't a bad movie. You gotta lower the bar with these sorts of movies. Like, it was entertaining, it was raw entertainment. I didn't dislike it while I was watching it, you know, I was stuck into it. It pissed me off a little bit how stupid everybody was, but other than that, you know, it wasn't terrible. Its plot was pretty thin, it was convenient, had a lot of plot holes and things like that. Casting was good, acting was good. That fucking name, man, like, it still pisses me off. Oh, would you see? Oh, the Meg. The fuck is that about? Like, literally, like, I'm pretty sure the first time I, like, saw that the Meg was coming out, I'm like, what the heck is that? And I pretty much dismissed it until I actually saw a movie poster that had a shark on it, because I like shark movies. Overall, I'm gonna give it 4 T-Rexes out of 10. It gets a 4. 4 T-Rexes. That's all you get. Like, I gave you an extra half a T-Rex because you didn't say...
You're gonna need a bigger boat.